Mm-hmm. How's everybody doing today?
Was it kind of did it feel kind of gloomy today to you?
Felt gloomy the last 2 days, brother.
Oh, okay.
No, really the last 3.
Want to start us off with your question? Oh my God.
Oh, what did I say? Forgot what I said.
Let the motherfucker get in here first. One.
At least one.
All right, there's that. Get rid of that. Oh, I meant to listen to that. Okay.
So as we get one in here, we can rock and roll.
We got 2.
Both of them J every day.
Wait, I think. Nah, I ain't plug it.
Go ahead, Mo. You got something for us?
I ain't even know everyone came in. I didn't know we was ready. Is it let me see. Make sure I say it like the way I wrote it. Is it ever okay to take shit to the internet? I.e. like social media. What's so funny? The way I said it.
Yeah.
That's how I be talking. You know that's how I talk. So is it ever okay to take stuff to the internet?
What inspired this question?
You remember the Offset and Be Humble, what up? Remember the Offset and Cardi B thing?
Yeah,
What up, be humble?
The Offset and Cardi B, I was hearing about rumors because I was just like, I don't be knowing what's going on. So when the stuff pop up, I'm like, what the hell going on? Why these two study trending and what's going on? You hear people study talking about is she right? Is this right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear sprinkles about, what they said or whatnot. And then there was another thing too. It's a podcast I listened to. And in so many words, one of them was like, oh, I kept asking you for this, behind the scenes, but you ain't answer me. You was trying to save face. You want everybody to think you perfect and all this. But then he brought it to the internet.
Mm.
And he just wrote a long 3 messages, and I was just reading it, and then it just got me to thinking about that question, because both of them things happened, and I'm just thinking about it like, is it ever okay to take something to the internet?
Let's see here. Cultivate was good. Was good. She said,
Cultivate, what's going on?
No, she said, no, it's never okay to take beef onto the internet.
What up, Cultivate?
And Be Humble, I think he just posted a link to his biking channel.
Oh, bet. All right. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Our fellow biker.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. Obviously, you want to say the answer is no, right? Because whatever is your personal business is your personal business. It's tough, man, because in the same breath, it's like once you start putting your business out on the internet, then will it? I don't know. It's tough to say. Should you ever? The answer is no. But
But why you say it's tough for you? Why? Just let's start right there. Why you say it's tough?
Let's see. How do I say it? It's tough. How do I phrase it? Because I had it in my head specifically, but me personally, you can call me nosy at some points. Like,
yeah, you very.
I like listening.
Very. You just want to know. Very.
I'm very curious. I'm a curious person.
People try to use curious as the educated. No, you fucking nosy. That ain't got nothing to do with curious. It's like curious and nosy is the same thing to me.
Okay, so I'm curious.
Shit nosy.
So I just asked. So when people bring their information or whatever it is they're going through to the internet, I'm like, ooh, what's this about? Sierra, what's good?
Sierra, what's going on?
Cultivate. Cultivate said, "Is Will there in the background?" No, he's not here today. Cultivate. Be humble. Whoa, bro. He said, "Spaces, did you say bi-curious?" No. What? What? Where did you get that from?
Be humble, be on your ass, no Diddy.
Definitely got to say it with no Diddy with that one. But no, I'm curious about the stuff that goes on in people's lives. And call me weird, call me nosy, call it whatever it is, but I'm curious about it. So it's definitely interesting when they do. And if they choose to bring their whatever they're going through to the internet, then I mean there's a lot of people like this, like what we've done in the past on this podcast and many other podcasts that use that as content. You know what I mean? So from a content standpoint, go ahead, keep going, because that gives us, we react to that stuff, a lot of it. React to a lot of stuff that's going on the internet from a personal standpoint with each individual person, from celebrities to people in politics to people that we may know. You know, we just, I guess that's not on the internet, but it's just a conversation. And if you're gonna do it, then do it.
Jerry Day?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I wouldn't, but I mean, I think it's also up to you as the person. So, you know, if you're giving out your information to somebody, then expect that, you know, your shit can end up on the internet. You know, so I mean, that's kind of my viewpoint. I don't subscribe to, you know, exposing nobody or, you know, just putting things out on the internet. But these are I mean, people do it all the time. It's interesting. But for me, like I said, I wouldn't do it. And however, I think it's incumbent upon you. If you're out giving your information or sharing information and somebody expose you, well, then that's on you. You might want to keep, you know, your information closer to you next time.
That's the tough part. Whoa, wait a minute, be humble. I'm sorry, Jay, every day. He said, you light-skinned brothers be on that other level. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's the phrase no Diddy is, wait a minute, who is that most likely connected to?
Is it ever okay
Tyra, what's up?
What's going on? Is it ever okay for you to put your stuff on the like, what did I say?
Your personal information on the internet. Bring stuff to the internet.
Yeah, bring stuff to the internet. Like if you had a beef or something with a friend, or y'all had a business and you take stuff that, you know, y'all was talk behind closed doors and you bring it to the internet.
I think well, you go ahead before I add more.
Real quick. You kind of know how that person is, though, right? So if you're beefing with a person, you already know how they operate, right? So
sometimes it'll surprise you, though, bro.
I'm pretty sure, like we start off with Offset and Cardi B.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it ain't no surprise.
Yeah, they've been putting their stuff on the
right.
internet. Yeah, they've been doing it.
And you know.
But it was surprised when I saw this other group do it, though. Because they say they was a type, and it made me, because me and you already talk about how people say that they this, but they really not that. We talk about this all the time. Like people always talking about they got bread, they do this, they do that, they do all this stuff, but you know they don't. And it really made it even more to the forefront when I saw this other group do that.
I mean, but outside of what, you know, whatever they portray on screen, on YouTube, you know, you probably don't know them personally, right?
No, I don't.
Right, so it's probably some signs, some telltale signs, you know, when you know the people personally.
Oh, okay.
That, you know, this person the type of, you know, exposed. People tell on themselves. Well, when you listen to them long enough, they'll start telling them. Yeah. You can see how they operate.
Yeah, but to me personally, I don't think it's ever okay. I don't give a fuck, like, because if we homies, and you know, we done been on this pod to know that how some of us feel about a lot of things that we talk about. And y'all know when I call a motherfucker my homie, my brother, it's like almost like, nigga, like we on a different level, because I don't say that to everybody. So all your personal stuff that you told me, if we get angry and mad, I think to me that's I'm calling myself a fuck nigga. You feel me? Cause if it took you to get mad, like a lot of people love to say that they real. They solid people. They this, they that. But when you get mad, you take it to the internet. I thought you was a real ass bitch. I thought you was a real ass nigga, like you said. Right? Am I right or wrong? That's what that means, right? So if you so-called say you're one of those, right?
Yeah.
why when you get mad and we going through something, you take it to the internet or you tell my business to anybody? No, you take that to the grave with you. I would never, and I don't give a fuck what goes on or how we stop messing with each other and nothing like that. But I got secrets about people I will never share with anybody because you told me that in confidence.
I guess it depends on what a person considers real, though. I think real is one of those words we throw out there, like love and so on and so forth, that is really no, like, set in stone definition for this. You know, this is some shit niggas came up with.
Some shit niggas
right?
came up with.
Because, I mean, you think about it, you go online with it, you know, hey, I'm keeping it real. This is what happened. You know, somebody could look at it from that standpoint.
Oh, that they keeping it real because they put it on the... No, that's not.
No, I mean, sometimes, you know, whatever. I mean, because this is all our viewpoints. But that other person's standpoint or that other person's stance might be, well, I'm keeping it real. I'm letting you guys know, you know, what happened instead of speculation. So, you know, you just kind of, for me, I kind of view it from different lenses. Like I said, I'm not going to go tell your business online. I don't give a fuck.
So let's see, this catching up with the comments. Be Humble said, if that's how you program, I would never, as someone who just got on Instagram in February, go to Vase. Oh no, it's in the background. Sierra, what's up? See, Be Humble. No, Tara. She's late to the topic. We got that. Be Humble said, people didn't start off like that using the internet. What other group? I don't know what you mean by what other group. Tara said, I'll never talk to a friend again if they bring it to the internet. Now a man, yeah. Because explain to them why you said that, but still here. Not sure. D Brown was good, bro. It said it's called messy. Be Humble said it is messy. So,
bro.
So I think
D, what's going on, Damo?
I think there's a different aspect. I think it's a different when it comes to bringing stuff to the internet. I think it's different when, like you saying, Mal, that somebody gets into an argument or they have a disagreement on their podcast or off of the podcast, or whatever the case, and it's a surprise to the other person that they're bringing whatever it is to the internet. You see what I'm saying?
I guess I get what you're saying, but Jerry, they tell me this all the fucking time. Everybody not you, B. Because I look at, like, I wouldn't do that shit, so I would look for everybody else too when I can't. And I've been fighting that, and I look at, and sometimes I be getting it, sometimes I don't, but Jerry, they tell me that all the time. Everybody not you, B. Everybody not going to go by the ethics and the code and everything that you go by. It's just not built in them. You different from them. And I got to... it's just... it's just...
You see who's that? This is ours.
I don't have no control of whatever you be doing on ours.
So it's just that...
You talking about this
is our podcast.
No.
So it's just that I don't see myself ever doing that because I just think about privacy, man. And like I always say, this internet shit then fuck a lot of people up, bro. A lot of people. They messed up a lot of friendships. They messed up a lot of, like, it just messed people up, period. For how many people have became rich, has became successful off this internet shit, it's 100 people that they fucked up. And I can go farther than that. I'm just putting it in diamonds because it could be 100,000, 200,000. Really. Oh, what the fuck going on, B? Like, you really on some other shit right now.
Look who that.
No, that's you, B. Hey, we see what you're talking about now, D Humble.
Wallow. That's Wallow.
Hey,
page.
but we see what you're talking about now, D Humble. We see what you're talking about, D Humble. These light-skinned niggas be on some other shit.
Oh, my goodness.
That's Wallow's page. Yo, Naps and Beauty, what's up? What's up?
Sister, every day.
No, that's on
Wallow. No. It's just as soon as it come up. It came up on my feed.
It's on the feed.
Yeah, it's just on Wallow page.
Yeah, that's wild shit, man.
Yeah, it is very wild.
Yeah, you might want to taste 626 or whatever this shit name.
Wallow 267.
Yeah, whatever. That nigga.
Yeah.
What up, sis?
Yeah, but I get it though. Like you say, Jerry Day, you got to ask everybody what their definition of real is, because everybody will have a different definition. Just like when you go where you ask somebody what their definition of love is and all that stuff, everybody will have a different, definition or whatnot like that.
Yeah, I just again, I think that if it's something that you feel like it's really near and dear to you, I mean, sometimes you want to be able to, confide in people, but a lot of times it's best to keep, pertinent information to yourself because, people can always switch it up and use it on you, and, going online is one of the things that people do, that we're in the age of exposing people, so they say, but people don't realize, man, you expose the wrong person, you can fuck around and get, killed or your ass will.
But still, when to me, when people say I'm exposing this person, to me, that tells me a lot more about you than it did about them.
Mm-hmm.
It told me that they thought you was a true friend and all this other stuff, and they confided in you. And the deeper the information that you telling everybody that you exposing them is the deeper they thought that y'all was friends. That means the more of a snake you really was.
Yeah, a person got a certain amount of hatred in their heart, I think. Because sometimes you can get into it with people and that's it. We could just cut the friendship or whatever off.
Yeah, and it's no hard feelings, yeah.
Right, it ain't gonna be like I'm finna go and tell this person, yeah. They do this, and this, and they be doing that, nah, it ain't really.
Be Humble said, like the Offset and Cardi, I feel stuff within a marriage you should keep off the internet.
But then the thing about this too, and we talked about this plenty of times. And Cardi would be the main one getting on fans about something she did and she put on the internet. She will get mad, like for real. Like get diehard mad at them, but you gave them this information and they just comment on it and giving their opinion.
Nasa Beauty said, people always tell the truth on Mad Day. But yeah, you're 1,000% right. You're 1,000% right. And that's one of the biggest gripes that I have with people when it comes to this internet and sharing information stuff, the personal information stuff. It's you bring your information to the internet and you get mad when the internet has an opinion that differs from what you think they should be saying.
And you know what the main thing they call about it is? Y'all are some miserable people. Y'all are some haters. You just giving an opinion about what you gave them. How is that hating?
Right.
Just like when a conversation I was a part of, when it comes to, never mind that point. But anyway, yeah, I think, should you keep it, your personal information off of the internet? Absolutely, because I like not knowing certain things about people, right? I like not knowing your relationship status necessarily. Like if you're married, cool. I don't necessarily need to know how long you've been married or whatever the case. But if you volunteer the information, then yeah, I'm curious about it. I'm try to figure out whatever it is that I can, or whatever it is that I'm interested enough to find out. But no, I like, for instance, Kyla Pratt.
What was that?
She was the.
Oh, Kyla Pratt, boy.
I probably know if I see her face.
Oh, I know you know.
Yeah.
See her face.
But Kyla Pratt, right? I didn't know.
I know you're going to know when you see her face.
One-on-one.
Let's see.
Kyla Pratt. Okay. Oh, that's all of us. Is that all? No, that's not all of us.
One-on-one.
One-on-one. That's what I'm going to say. One-on-one.
They just said.
What did he say?
He said one-on-one.
Oh, one-on-one, yeah.
But she was a voice of Penny Proud on
Proud Family.
Proud Family. I was about to say Oscar Proud. But, Kyla Pratt, I didn't know that she was married.
That's good.
Up until recent. Exactly. And I like that.
You should know.
I like that. I don't necessarily need to know that you were married. I don't need to know that you had kids, but she goes on red carpets and she ever so often takes pictures with her kids and makes a post with them and her husband and all that stuff. But it's cool. Like, okay, that's all. That's at the most that I would need to. Anybody would need to know. If that, even that is too much.
But the thing about it is too, right? And people will say, "Oh, she hired her husband and all that." No, she did not.
Man.
It's none of your business if she's married or not. It's none of your business if you gay or not. It's none of your business if anybody's anything. What you do in your bedroom and your personal life is none of nobody's business. None whatsoever. None. Because people used to think, oh, you hiding on your wife or your girlfriend? No, nigga. I must don't fuck with you because you never met her. Ask these two. Have they met my wife? Have I met their wives and have I met their girlfriends? Like, bro, people will tell you how important you is in their life is the more information of how you hang around them. If you're not meeting those people or those people that's close to you, that means they really don't mess with you, and that's perfectly fine.
Right. Yeah, and I think one thing you said earlier about one issue with the Addams family, this internet type stuff, is I think it really shows, I guess you could call it somewhat of a benefit. It shows people who people really are, or at least the worst elements of themselves, of each other. Does that make sense? Because if you're dealing with somebody that you think is solid, that you've been kicking it with, and you confide your personal information with them, and then y'all get into an argument, and then they turn around and bring it to the internet.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for you got a little bit more than what you needed from me. Thank you.
But you know what? You can kind of, and sometimes it might be, but if you get into an argument and you confide in information to this person, and then they turn around and throw it in your face, that's something too.
Yeah, especially if you told them out of confidence. Bring it
to the internet.
If it's something real, like
like real personal.
Yeah, real deep, real personal.
Like if you say that's why your mother didn't love you, bitch. I told you in confidence.
Right.
I told you my mama didn't love me in confidence.
Or I see why your mother didn't love you.
Yeah,
shit like that.
Yeah. At least my mother loved me.
Yeah. That's why your daddy left you, wanted you on your mama back. He used what he would have came through. Like, shit like that, yeah. For real.
And people say, really harsh things in arguments. And you just got to be mindful of what you say. Even in an argument, I get it. But,
but some things you cannot come back from.
Can't come back from it.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't care how much you said you sorry. Like we was talking about that day. Remember me, you, and Will was talking, Jay every day one here, and we was talking about the dude who asked the girl, oh, I want to spend time with my daughter because he was a stepmother. It's certain things that when you say it, even though you said you sorry, and I just can't forgive what you said. It's no coming back from certain things. It's just it is what it is. You can't come back from a lot of things that you say out your mouth. So you better be mindful of what you say sometimes.
Yeah, I've definitely I've definitely put myself in that position before, and it definitely came crashing down on me.
Or what you said something?
I said I divulged some personal information about myself and ended up falling out with whoever the person was at the time, and then one way or another, what I told them came out.
No, dude, you didn't.
It was my fault.
No, it wasn't your fault. Because you confided in them like it is, and it just made you more aware of, like, I need to just hold certain things, and I just need to make sure the person I'm telling will never tell it back to me.
So I'm on the other end of the spectrum. It was your fault. Right? Because now you learned. That was a lesson that you learned. That, you know what?
Two things can be true.
Yeah, absolutely. But, I'm just on the other end of the spectrum. I think, if this is your information, it's up to you to protect it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I agree.
That's the approach that I'm taking now.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, welcome to another episode of your favorite after church podcast. I am your man, Spaces.
Hey, I go by your boy, Ball.
Hey, man, it's flight risk. Every day.
Wagwan!
What's good, man? How was y'all last week?
Hey, now I told people that. Boy, they say y'all need to put that, because that, I think, they
put
say.
That as a clip.
I think Spaces was trying to troll him to make y'all go viral, because he did not mean that by that. I told him exactly what you said. They say, no, Spaces, no.
Nah, you was dead ass. You can look at him.
I was. Yeah, I was.
And Jay every day gonna be like, no, let him go. Let him go.
Hey, man, let him tell his truth.
Let him rock.
Be Humble said, oh, snap, I forgot about flight risk. Naps and Beauty Cultivate. Be Humble. How was y'all last week, fellas? How was your last week?
Jay, there you go.
It was cool, man. Like today we did breakfast. So you think, real quick question. So you know how you get the water. So you get your food.
Yeah.
Get your water. They give you a straw for the water. What's the straw for?
For the water, right?
To drink out of to not put your mouth on the cup.
Okay. Why does that make sense?
Because a lot of these places don't clean the glass.
Okay.
In the way.
Oh shit.
At least there's some sort of way.
Yeah.
Because whether you're drinking it through a straw or on
it's still dirty.
It's still dirty.
Yeah, I figured that much. But you're using their utensils, aren't you? When you eat.
Oh, you're not using no plastic for it? I know a lot of people who get plastic all the time.
Nah, most people ain't.
I know personally, like a person
you
that
might
only
know a person here and there,
okay.
but most people ain't getting plastic. When you go out to the breakfast restaurant, you're gonna use that fork, that knife, and that whatever, the spoon or whatever. You're gonna use that. You get a cup of coffee. I ain't seen nobody have a cup of coffee with a straw.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You use
And they use
go ahead. I might.
Yeah, they make coffee straws to go most of the times. Like if you know to go. Yeah, the little stirs,
just little bitty ones
or whatever. But I always just thought that was interesting. Oh, what else happened during the week? Oh man, Marl, I caught my first flat the day of.
On trailer.
On
tractor?
the bike. On the bike.
On bike.
Yeah, on the bike. Yeah, man.
What you said we was? What you say?
I was on the lake and I was coming back, and I felt it like damn, a little bumpy, so I had to walk back. You know what I mean? Like 2 miles with the bike in hand. So that was interesting. And then I was riding, and Be Humble said this last week, like, well, you need a helmet. Oh, so I'm riding my bike, and I'm going down 53rd, and it's kind of tight through there. And I said about a block up, I said, man, I think I need a helmet. So as I'm saying that, I go about a block. This car, he and I made eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
He busts a U-turn right in front of me. So I hopped up on the sidewalk, stayed there and looked at him. He looked at me. He rolled down his window. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. 'Cause I was going to wait, and see what he was on. But, yeah, it's real dangerous out there, and I do need to invest in a helmet.
Yeah.
Mo, how about you, man?
I've been good, man. Ain't nothing really happened. I just been to work. Back home. Just everything been cool. Everything been peachy.
OG said, where'd you go to breakfast?
I think the shit called Apples or some shit. Apples on.
I think the shit called.
Yeah, I think the shit called Apples or some shit. It's on Roosevelt. And what is it? Jewtown or U-Town.
Oh, snaps.
No, that's what it's called. Don't get us. That's what it's called. We're in Chicago. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's called Jewtown.
Yeah.
So my week was pretty cool. Not a whole lot to really report outside of I was on this panel Monday night. Maul and J every day are tuned in.
Man, I ain't watching y'all ass no more. Y'all had me hot.
I thought that one was interesting.
Yeah, it was a good conversation, man. I actually I messaged the girl. Oh, she wasn't on the panel that day, but the girl that's over it, whoever chooses to be on the panel, I messaged her back in July, trying to get on the panel, and I just now got on.
I would be alone like Lewis like that.
Oh yeah, and then on top of that, they try to have a 5-on-5, 5 girls, 5 women, 5 girls, 5 guys.
5 guys, 5 guys?
5 girls, 5 guys.
Okay.
Equal male to female ratio.
Okay.
But there's less women that want to be on the panel than guys. So the wait list is longer for guys. So that contributed to it. But it's on the Anton Daniels channel if y'all want to check it out. It's from this past Monday.
It was pretty good, though. Now, I'm not going to list up that line. It's a couple parts they made me sitting there looking sideways. But overall, it was a good conversation, period.
Cultivate said, she said, rough week for me with back-to-back funerals and my family stuff, but I'm blessed and so overall, I'm thankful.
Condolences.
Cultivate.
You, from your light skin, from your
dark, colored,
medium, and light-skinned brother up here.
Let's see who else chimed in on it. Everybody's just showing condolences to Cultivate. OG, it was on the Anton Daniels channel on YouTube. So, before we get into the next video, please hit the like button for us. Please hit the like button. Actually, you know what? Before I go forward, 2 weeks ago, I think at this point, 2 weeks ago, we had that conversation about baby deletion, right? Right, and J Everyday pointed out, I saw it, but J Everyday pointed out that we lost 2 subscribers after that conversation.
Deleted themselves.
Hey, it's all love. We good. Salute to you.
Which is cool. You know, I mean, we're here to have conversation, right? So if you can't have conversation, then
same or indifferent, still just conversation. We're not gonna get mad and want to fight each other.
Right. Blessings to you.
Yeah. So straight up.
But
well, fuck y'all.
We went.
You unsubscribe? Fuck y'all. Like,
Jerry Day will say that, but his team will clean it up. He didn't really mean it by that.
oh no, I meant it.
Like Janet Jackson.
No, like Kamala said, I'm gonna have to clean it. No, we're gonna clean it up. You
No,
need
they
it
already said it. I cleaned it up. Fuck y'all. The ones that's unsubscribe, or any of y'all that's gonna unsubscribe in the future, fuck you too. Now we got that out the way.
I ain't gonna lie to you, cause I'm with him too. Fuck all y'all. Jared, Space is the only one that be like that. I be trying to say, but boy, you know what I say, man. Fuck you. How one of my famous friends always say when I say something she don't like, boy, fuck. That's exactly what she say. Boy, fuck you. Yeah, I know, cause I said something you didn't like that you needed to hear.
I'm just saying that because we lost 2 and went up 9.
Hey, man,
So
okay.
I'm just saying, like, it's cool. You gotta if the fat is gonna trim itself.
Yeah, but you know what it is too, though. People are getting tired of people being so far left and being so far right, and not having common sense about conversations. That's what I think it is. And you got a lot of people that's so far left or either so far right, and now people are getting a sense of like, bro, this common sense. It needs to be like this, or it needs to be like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Naps and Beauty said hold on, I forget, I just read it. Naps and Beauty said she went to her first 30+ yacht party still in my 20s, and all I gotta say is that I'm old them old heads are wild.
Facts.
That sounds fun.
Did.
That sounds fun.
Oh yeah, what yacht were you on? Were you on the like Anita 2 or something?
Anita D.
The Misty or something?
So you gotta get on the Odyssey.
All right. So, yeah, going into the first subject, man. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Let me get rid of that. Where did it go? This guy right here.
Was it another one you had too? What?
What you mean?
What's the one on top of that?
Oh, this is later.
Okay.
All
I think
right.
we talked about this, though, one time, I think, before. I don't remember.
I want to know what you guys think, specifically people in the clouds, but check it out. Is there no sound? Can you guys hear that?
No, I can't.
No.
Oh, no, I mean, I know we can't hear it.
Need to get out.
I don't know why it's not. Oh,
You said yes, they was here.
They heard it. All right,
Oh,
cool.
they heard it?
As long as y'all heard it, because we heard it already. So.
Did we? All right.
You gonna sit in the back seat today? You need to get
I
out.
did.
I'm not sitting in the back seat.
No, you could just get up.
I ain't gonna lie, you gonna have to get in the back. Play it online.
What you mean you're not coming?
It's not that deep. Just sit in the back seat.
Okay, no, y'all not married anyway, honey. You don't I mean, we just going somewhere. You act like you gotta sit in the back seat forever. Okay, bye. That's real crazy. Like what?
Well, boy.
I don't know why it's not coming through. I wonder
Is it
if
supposed to be up on there, probably? You think so?
No, I don't think so. But I think you guys at that point got the gist of the conversation. So the situation was, I presume that this was a guy and his child's mother. They are not married. They were going to the store, I suppose. And the mother and the child's mother / girlfriend got into a back and forth about who was supposed to sit in the front seat.
The mother and the child's girlfriend. Child, what happened?
The child's mother, like his
Child's
child's mother,
Okay.
and his actual mother got into a back and forth about who's supposed to sit in the front seat. So, Be Humble said, "What's this stage? Why is
All
the
of
camera
it.
just there?"
Yeah,
I think you're right. I didn't even think about that.
But it's always, we know everything on this stage. Come on now. We're just thinking about the situation. Everything on the internet is damn near stage. We gotta say a disclaimer before we say that, because I think everything is stage.
People,
go ahead.
People really
bro.
be having these type of like arguments.
I think so, and I'll tell you why. Because
Man, that's on him, man. That's on him, man.
why you say that?
Cuz, man. I mean, like,
Cuz, man.
it just is. Like, dude, you the guy, you the male in the situation. I know, so pick one. Shit. Somebody got to stay back. I mean, personally, I feel like, your lady or your wife or whatever have some, your respect. Normally it'd be a back and forth. Like the mother, you say, the wife or a girlfriend or whatever be like, oh, mom, you sit in the front. And normally the mom be like, oh, it's okay, baby, you sit in the front or whatever. You know what I mean? It's normally you show that type of respect. So all the going back and forth about who's sitting in the front, that's some teenage. I don't know. That's on him though.
You said a valid point though, Jerry, that people gonna go over people's heads. Respect. She did not respect his mother. That's all that is. Because if she respect his mother, even my wife would be like, no, my mama getting in the front, I'm getting in the back. Because first of all, they're older, so their knees and all that stuff, they need the more room. So if she don't respect his mother. That's all I saw. That's just what I got from that. She don't respect his mother, and they don't get along.
Here you go, Be Humble. All right, so Be Humble said, yeah, the dude should handle that. Be Humble said not to be funny. The mother was too big to sit in the back seat. Be Humble also said, Ma, she was white. They are different.
But it's still a respect issue. It's still a respect thing to me.
D-Money, what's good? What's good?
D-Money, what's going on?
What up?
Because it's a respect thing. That's even like if you with her father or her pops or something like that, you're going to look out for her pops. Her pops a little bit older. So you're going to make sure he cool and he comfortable. I'll be uncomfortable for a little while or a little bit. It ain't like we're going on a 2-hour road trip. We're going to 15 minutes to the store. So you look out. If you mess with her parents like that, so that's why I say the girl did not mess with her mother like that. They don't get along. That's the only way I could see somebody arguing about the front seat.
So which side of the tracks do you stand on? In this regard?
What you mean? Who should have sat where?
Yeah.
I think the mother should have sat in the front seat.
Okay.
It's just a respect thing. Especially if her mother got knee problems, she got joint problems, anything like that. She needs the extra room, so she needs to be in the front. Now, if you had a truck or a big-ass truck or a van or something like that, yeah, mom should get in the back or whatever, not like that. But we're in a little-ass car.
Be humble. Be humble said the suspension's going to be wrecked regardless.
Lord have mercy.
Jerry Day, what side of the track do you stand on?
Like I said, they can as far as their situation, I mean, he didn't handle it, so I think that's a him problem.
Unfortunately, we couldn't hear the audio, but he was on the side with his mom.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, normally your mother would probably sit in the front, or her mother would sit in the front. But like I said, there's been times where, my mom has said, you know what, your wife or Keisha, she can sit in the front, and and vice versa. So it's not like it shouldn't even come down to an argument.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. Like that shit is petty.
It's a respect. That's why I say it's a respect thing, because if they get along like if they get along like they should get along, it wouldn't be an argument whatsoever. They'll be arguing about, no, you go in the front, no, you go in the front. That'll be the argument of who's trying to push who to the front.
Yeah. Okay. I'm on the side of it's kind of iffy, right? For me, if she was his wife, which I don't think she was in this particular video, then she should have sat his wife should have sat in the front. I asked myself how my mom would handle this, and she would be on the side of what you said a little bit earlier, Mal, that my wife should sit in the front. I think when it's really a substitute.
I'm on the side of your wife sitting in front.
No, but you mentioned it.
Yeah,
I said what you said.
It's a respect issue. Yeah.
So it's a respect issue, right? So
yeah.
It's a respect issue when she's not letting the mother sit in the front. Let's just say wife. The wife is not letting the mother sit in the front, but is a respect issue when and vice versa. I just said that super confusing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So it is a respect issue when the wife thinks that she should sit in the front and the mother shouldn't. But it's not a respect issue when the mother doesn't say your wife should sit in the front? Do you agree?
You confusing.
Okay, I'm sorry. It is mad confusing.
I get what
You said
you're saying.
it's a respect issue, right?
Yeah.
So think about the situation in reverse.
Okay.
Is it or is it not still a respect issue?
Well, if the wife was sitting in the front and the wife sitting and she sat in the back seat.
Yeah. If the mother said, "No, you sit in the front," is it a respect issue then?
Yeah, because they're not arguing over it. They handled it themselves before I have to get into it. Before I have to get into. Before I have to decide. That's why I say it's a respect thing. Because if your mother and your girl or your wife gets along, it ain't no argument.
Oh, so you mean a respect issue outside of this?
Yes, they respect each other, period.
Okay, got you.
But it's not even
Okay.
necessarily
Gotcha.
them respecting each other. They don't respect you either. Because they sitting up there arguing. Right? Because, I mean, I'm the type of person where y'all finna argue. But neither one of y'all got to go.
I go by myself.
Yeah, I go
It
by
was a
myself, whatever
homecoming
it
they
was
had
I'm trying
only
to
dreamed
complete.
of until
So-
today.
Oh shoot, they can hear that. My bad, y'all. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, they just don't respect you as the man.
Yeah.
When I watched the video, I was definitely on the side of the woman whom I have a child with would sit in the front, and I don't think it's a respect or disrespect issue. I think one of the first thoughts that came to my head as well was whoever sits in the front seat is the person that has the most significance in that man's life. It's at least a sign.
I don't think so.
So what if the wife had knee issues?
She sits in the front there because she got her knee is fucked up.
Right, but all things aside, we don't know if the lady knee is fucked up. So all things being equal. even
Right,
though she
that's
bigger.
what I'm looking at it at. That's what I'm looking at it as. I
Right.
think the person that I'm trying to build my life with has to take precedence over my certain things about my mom. That's maybe it's just me, maybe I'm weird, but I think this
goes with the
I think
who gets to eat first type shit. You know what I mean? The kids or the husband. This goes with that.
right.
And these conversations to me is just like it's kind of a circular conversation where, it's just like, well, he bogus if he eat first. And
Right.
look, man, everybody eat, B.
Everybody make their own plate if you can, right?
Yeah, everybody eat, B. Everybody get in the car. Get in the car so we can get to what I'm not, and that's what I'm saying. It's a respect thing that they don't respect you. They could hash that out. This could be real quick. Shit, you could ride there in the front, and on the way back, you ride in the back. Y'all can mix it up. I don't care. Get in the car.
But it all boils down to me. Like, yeah, what y'all saying is, I don't think nobody disagrees, and I don't think it's a wrong answer, period. First of all. But I'm just saying, like you say, they don't respect you because they sitting there arguing about who get in the front seat. And that's why I say this is way deeper than that, because if they respect each other and they're cool with each other, we wouldn't even have this conversation.
Right.
They'd have been handled that would have been handled, we'd have been getting in the car already.
Right.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think for me, the person that sits in the front is the person that is a representation of who has the most significance in my life at that time. And now, as it pertains to the person that I'm married to, the order of the household as ordained by God in particular is God, man, wife, children.
Yeah.
Mother isn't a factor into that.
Yeah.
So absolutely, you shouldn't just write off your mother like, "Mom, get in the back." You know what I'm
Mom,
saying?
get your ass in the back, Mom.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't obviously
Wow,
not like that.
you a bugging brother if you said your mom was there.
But I just my as bad as it sounds, as bad as it may sound, maybe the matriarchy that is the black community would disagree with me, but I think my wife takes more precedence over my mother.
Bro, look here. It is no wrong answer to that question. It's however you run your household. The same way Jerry Day run his house, I don't run my house like that. Me and Jerry Day is not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Same way you run your household, Jerry Day don't run his household like that. You and Jerry Day ain't the same. So the same thing goes with anything about that when it comes to your family dynamic. When the way you want to put it, you got to get in the back, that's my wife. That's cool. That's perfectly fine. Your mama can have an attitude with it, but that's between y'all dynamic and y'all family. That's how you running shit.
Okay.
That's crazy work how you said it though.
What?
Man, you gotta get in the back.
Right. Okay. Thinking about it, the situation in reverse as well. Again, right? So it's your mother, your father, and you.
It's who?
Your mother, your father, and you.
My mother, my father, and me. Who driving?
Mother. I'm sorry. I said that wrong. I didn't present it right. It's your mother driving. Then it's you and your dad that needs to get in the car. Who gets in the front?
I'm getting my ass in the back. I'm getting rolling.
Wait, so it's automatic that you
bro, that's my mother and my daddy. What are you talking about?
Okay, but that's you and your wife. What?
I don't see. I really don't see like how you saying that's what's something wrong with that. When I automatically just go straight to the back because that's my dad and my mama.
You see what I'm saying?
Nah, I see what you're saying.
Like the married couple gets in the front.
Yeah, but also the common denominator is like him as being one of their kids. So
that's what I'm saying. Like
So you kind of
when you and your wife, you and your wife, that your mother is not your kid. That's your mother.
Right.
So I don't see how is that correlating. I don't see the correlation with that. When me saying me, I'm just getting my ass right to the back.
The who takes precedence is what I'm saying. That's the correlation.
But that's my mother and my father.
I see this video that confuse niggas. just get in the car.
And I'm with you on that. That's why I ended all when I said they don't respect each other if they, like Jerry Day said, they do not respect each other if they're sitting there arguing about who get in the front. If they had a relationship that was cool, it wouldn't be no argument. Motherfucker, get in where they fit in at.
Yeah, they should have enough.
They should have enough
for each other.
Outside of this car. They should have enough respect for each other, not to be arguing about who get in the front seat like some fucking kids.
Hopefully, I have a son, but my son gets married to his wife, and we need to go somewhere, and I'm the third person. I'm getting in the back.
But what if his wife, but if his wife likes you and fuck with you like that? No, you get in the pops because she gonna probably call you pops or dad. Dad, you get in the front.
I'm getting in the front.
I think at that point it's an individual thing. Me personally, I would go ahead and get in the back seat. That way she doesn't have a choice but to get in the front.
Okay.
Because the married couple matters more.
They still gonna be married afterwards.
OG said spaces is spacing. Yeah, that was my thoughts on that. But I didn't even think about. Be Humble pointed it out. I didn't. That I didn't think about this being staged. That makes so much sense.
But bro, ain't everything staged though? We keep saying that like it's not staged. Everything is not staged.
It just didn't come to mind when I watched it.
I don't even think about that shit no more. I just try to get the message out of it.
Did we talk about that, or did you send that recently?
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
20. Okay, so thank you guys for hitting the like button. You guys can hear it, but for some reason we can, and I can't figure it out. But the next thing that we talk about is some immigrants in Chicago.
Oh, we can play this right after that too. I'm gonna send it there.
Bought a house.
Shout out to them niggas.
After being in Chicago for 2 years. Y'all can hear it. We can't. We just try to. Actually, you know what? Throw in the caps.
Oh, yeah. I love reading.
Oh, yeah. I'm a nigga that love it.
Today, the Gomez family officially welcomed friends to their new home in North Austin.
All right, I'll rewind.
Gabriel Gomez tells us
I was just trying to manipulate it so they don't hit us with the copyright.
It was a homecoming they had only dreamed of until today. Today, the Gomez family officially welcomed friends to their new home in North Austin. Gabriel Gomez tells us it's his dream. This is what he wanted for his children. It is the first home for this family of four, and it is the first time they have lived in anything bigger than one bedroom for 8 years. Eyuvele Surengal says they are very happy, and this is an important step for their family. Originally from Venezuela, they worked and worked in food service as an auto mechanic, delivering food, factory work. When they first arrived in Chicago in 2022 as new arrivals, they landed at Grace and Peace Church. This home is the first of 4 distressed West Side homes the church bought, rehabbed, and sold.
We met them at the bus, and they were so distressed, and worked through a whole process with them. And now they're stabilizing their own home. It's awesome.
With all of their savings, programs to assist first-time homebuyers, and an individual taxpayer identification number, the Gomez family made their dreams come true. Rengel says, really now is the American dream.
Grace and Peace Church plans to sell their other rehabbed homes to other first-time homebuyers of color on the West Side, to hopefully improve the lives of their families and their communities.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.
Let's see if we can find that article. Let's see if we can find the article, because this definitely is unanticipated.
You had a question behind that?
Just what are your thoughts, generally speaking? Because from the video, when I watched it, the people that were talking about that they bought the house don't even speak English. Let's see. Nelson Beauty said, but they were kicking black people out of their places in Dalton, though. Let's see. This is the fact that this is even a question right here. Is Chicago a good place for?
Chicago is rated the most immigrant-friendly city.
Look at this, y'all. Look at this. This is crazy. This is the question I was talking about. Is Chicago a good place for immigrants? Chicago is rated the most immigrant-friendly city in the United States. Chicago has been suffering a net loss of immigrants since 2015. This trend is more than a little ironic. Since November 2019, Chicago was listed as the #1 most immigrant-friendly city among the nation's largest cities.
That's interesting.
Very, very interesting. Yeah, I don't know why we can't get sound on our end to help us get a little bit more context. But just a thought. What do you just off of that?
I mean, it's good to see Mexicans get houses.
No, the fuck is not. No, the fuck is not. I ain't even for the place to sarcastic with that. No, the fuck is not. When there's people out here.
See Mexicans get houses.
No, I'm not with that. You can call me whatever you want to call me, and they know I'm not saying it like in that type of tone or manner or anything like that. It's the way it is fucked up. How you got people out here that's really.
I meant Venezuelans.
I wanted to say, I'm not gonna say that.
I was just joking. I'm sorry.
But no, I don't think it is. Especially when you got people that's been trying to get homes for the last 2, 3, 4 years, 5, 6, 7 years, and they just come here and just get it in 6 months and barely know how to speak English. I don't think that's cool at all.
But who financing them?
We is the taxpayer.
No, I'm talking about to get the
That's true too. What's the bank? Who bank that is?
There's a lot of immigrants that get, they got their own personal bank, home banks or whatever, and they be getting good loans and stuff. So, yeah.
I think it's absolutely insane, bro. I have no idea how this even happens. I have no idea how this even happens as far as, according to the video, they've been here for 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. I just off the top of my head, they've been here for 2 years.
They're doing good.
Cannot speak English, and they got a house.
You need English. You just need Google Translate.
OG said, Be Humble said, can't be upset. The church set this up. OG said the church hooked it up after 2 years, right?
Shout out to the church, man.
But his families in their congregation, I don't even know what type of church it is. I was going to say that, but that ain't going to fly. Because it might be a Hispanic church.
Okay, I have a question based on what Be Humble just said. He said space is stuck up on them speaking English. Do you think that there's an issue with that? It's bad that I have an issue with that?
No, I think when you are when you're serious about being in somebody's country, it's important to try to learn the language. Now, given that they've only been here 2 years, they're just not gonna be fluent in it. So them speaking Spanish is cool. Yeah. I personally, it's good to see them. If the church helped them out, I don't have no problem with it, dude.
I just want to know how many people that were already in Chicago that particular church has helped.
They don't have to help nobody. They don't have to help nobody.
Help
But if they're the people in their congregation is okay with it, then who am I? I don't go to their church.
And that's the interesting part about it, because when I hear conversations about this, it's always something that's sprung up out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's always something that nobody knew about, and then people just catch the wave over time, catch news about it over time.
I mean, there's been instances of churches, particularly black churches, helping people get houses within their congregation. I mean, did it make the news? No, but I personally know and heard and seen things. So, I mean, it might not be news. Again, this isn't. Now, if you show me something like they were trying to pass in California, where everybody get $125,000 towards a house, well, that's different. That's government. That's taxpayer funds that you're putting towards that. That's a lot different. But if even a private business wanted to go out and get Venezuelans houses or whoever, that's on them. That's their private. That's their funds. That's what they're doing. I can't get mad at everybody.
You can't get mad at it.
No, I mean.
But I feel space is great though, because it's like it's the saying that even if they is Hispanic and they don't speak no English, like what about the Hispanics that stay here though? Like I see spaces coming, like they come from a whole nother country, come from what they doing or whatever. But you got Hispanics in your thing that been needing houses and you ain't get them one, but you gonna get them one and they been here 2 years?
That's all I'm saying.
So I feel them on that. I understand that.
That's all I'm saying.
Do them Hispanics go to their church?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's in their church.
How do you know that the Hispanics needed that go to their church? How do we know that anybody in their church outside of them needed a house? We don't know.
That's a
this
true
is just
statement.
information we don't know.
That's
so
a true
from
statement.
the information that we do have, it seems that the church said it was okay. I'm assuming the congregation was cool with it. Now, if the other Hispanics is mad at it, then that's on them, and they probably need to go find another church. Then put all your tithes and offerings towards that. So,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I am safe in saying that there's, especially with these mega churches like the TD Jakes, the Creflo Dollars, I forget what the other guy's name is. Oh my goodness. But one of those major congregations in particular, because those are the ones that we know, there's somebody in that congregation that's suffering. Now, it's hit or miss. We don't know whether or not they're speaking up about it, but there's somebody in there that needs some help. I don't know what this conversation was or how this came about as far as how these particular people in that video got sponsored by the church in order to get them a home, but I guarantee you 100% speculation, but 100% confidence that there's somebody in their congregation that needed help more than the people that they just met. And that's the tough part about it, because again, where is all this stuff coming from? Where is it, like, okay, just like Jay just said, this is what your tithes and offerings going to. You don't, like, come on.
But if I had $300,000, right, and I had and you're a migrant, and I wanted to give it to you, who is Maul to tell me I can't give it to you?
It's true.
Just because it was somebody else in who, if I'm compelled to give it to you, who is the next motherfucker to tell me not to?
Well, the money that you compiled a portion of the money that you compiled came from me.
Right, but what
and that's under the assumption that
that's what I'm saying. We don't know if everybody was in agreement at this church. Maybe somebody who was probably even less fortunate than the migrants that came in say, you know what, I think they should have that. People are like that. I think as we're stuck on the migrant and what they got going on and all the extra funds they're getting from the government, which I don't agree with. But for private people, private institutions or whatever, if that's what they want to do with their money, then that's what they can do with their money. I'm not wrapped up in it. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, so you saying if it came from our government or whatever, then that's when you have a problem with it because that's part of my money.
Yeah.
I didn't want my money going to that.
Yeah, but
okay.
if you got a whole church of people giving them money and we all came to an agreement that it was cool, that, you know what, we're going to get Juan and his family a house, right? Juan Sanchez and them. We're gonna get them niggas a house, right?
He said Juan Sanchez.
Hey, who's to say they even, got the deed to the crib?
They probably just rented from them.
Right, they probably
the church probably still
they probably put them in the house. We ain't no deed. It's just a lot of stuff that they put out there. It really just be for just to stir up shit like, oh, look what they doing, look what they getting.
But that is the case too, because we talked about that too, about misinformation and mis shit out there. So all this could have been on the up and up, and then they got you in the uproar. Me kind of sort of in the uproar too, because I'm agreeing with both of y'all, because I'm agreeing with you too. Like maybe it's somebody from this country that needed that. Because I'm always in the sentiment of helping out our own land. Because I don't care how much we say we black, this, that, and that, but y'all ass American first. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Well, what if, because it's Venezuelans that were here even prior to that. So what if the people that helped them out was Venezuelan?
That's true too.
Right? So what if?
Oh man.
So we just don't know. You know what I mean? We get a 2-minute clip of what's going on, and people already feel some type of way about the people. I said what I said in previous podcasts about them. I don't think they should be getting as much government help and funding, but if you can get some private people to help them out, shit. If Amazon wanted to get all their asses a crib, I wouldn't give a fuck. But guess who don't shop at Amazon for the most part?
Be Humble said we knew Spanish was going to be the #1 language over 20 years ago. Oh, actually going back. Be Humble said the spokesperson for the church was Hispanic. And that's one thing I noticed about these particular, with this whole immigrants type of situation. And this is one of the things that, even though I am right-leaning, I was concerned with about Vivek Ramaswamy. A lot of times when people get into a position, they'll before they get into position, they'll present themselves in a way that I'm for the people. I'm going to do what's best for everybody. And then when they get into position, all of a sudden they start revealing that their agenda really was for them to help out their people specifically. Whatever it is that they identify with the most, if it's women, if it's a particular race of people, they get into position, and now all of a sudden things are changing around the things that they identify with.
You got a problem with that though? You don't like that?
The only issue I have with it is them not doing that from the start.
Okay.
Don't gas me up and think that you for me.
Oh, they gaslight you?
They politician.
OG called me. Hold on. Let me connect my Actually, first, OG, if you're still in the channel, just so you know, I can't take the call like individually. I'm gonna have to have your voice broadcasted. So if you're cool with that, then let me know.
Or send them a text message first.
We'll put one in the chat.
Put if I made you money in the chat, yes.
Type 1 if I made you money in the chat.
Yeah, Dunlap all day.
Let's see. Let me connect. All right, cool. So I'm connected now, OG. So if you are cool with your voice being heard by everybody, then you can call back. But no, I'm okay with people helping their people specifically. But we just say that from the start. Don't get in position and then do a whole 180.
I'm not on either or, because that's what you're gonna do. You're supposed to help out your people. But what I don't like is when we get in there, we don't help out our people because other people saying shit about it.
Shit, we say shit about it.
That's what I'm saying. That shit irks me. Like, that's one of the things that, like, because even like when they say white people helping out white people or Hispanics helping out Hispanics or whatever, I'm like, bro, that's what they supposed to do.
Right.
But then when we get in there, we have our own saying something about us helping our own.
Because we're so divided about what's black, right? So it also becomes that because you might have somebody who maybe from whatever a different part of the world, a different part of the diaspora, and again we covered this before, but they may consider themselves Nigerian first. and they kind of fall under being black when they're over here. So they're gonna look out for the Nigerians first. So anything that may benefit quote unquote black Americans first, they're not gonna be with it because it doesn't necessarily benefit them.
I like that you use that too, because I got to start using that too, black American. Because we use African Americans, and then Africans ask us, "Oh, what part of Africa you from?" Nigga, I've never been to Africa before. I don't, and I'm not African American. I'm black American mixed with Haitian. Them the only two I am. But I was looking at this podcast. I was going over that, and there was a African person asking them, "What's your African heritage?" or whatever like that, and he's like, "I'm American. What are you talking about?" And they kept going on and back and forth. I'm gonna send it to y'all, but they was going on and back and forth, and it was like it was irking me to where like, what do you mean? Where are we? We're from here. We were born here.
That was a conversation I saw. I forget Alonzo. Forget his last name, but you've seen probably. I know you guys have seen him in the movies. I didn't know he was Cuban, right? But
Stomp the Yard Buddy.
Yeah, is he?
What's Stomp the Yard?
No,
Yeah, yes. Because we had that clip too. It's on the thing. We had the clip.
He was saying that, and you hear Melissa Ford saying, "Well, you're a Cuban,
yeah.
right?" So we already discussed her before. She don't even know what the fuck she is, right? So she's clearly, she's biracial, she's mixed, but over here you fall just under the black category. That's just what you would be. And there he is, Laz Alonso.
Yeah, Alonso.
Laz Alonso. Yeah.
And I didn't even know he was Cuban, but he made the point that he's saying he's black first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And saying you can get behind that.
Right, and I can because once you understand that, especially over here, right? And whatever you are over there, whatever. Well, over here you got to be black first because shit, that's what the dominant society view you as. You can act like you some other shit, but when they pull you up out that car or when you have different legislation and stuff against you, it affects you as a black person.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh. He said don't skip over my comment.
Yeah,
that's why he called.
To me?
Yeah. What comment he had? Probably need to refresh it because I ain't seen it come up yet.
It's right here too.
Oh, it's right there too.
And that's exactly what I'm saying, right? That's exactly what I'm saying because, and that's my full on exact sentiment as far as the whole conversation about black, African American, and all this stuff. As far as I know, my I can trace my roots back to my mother's mother, and my father's mother and father. I don't know if anything with any connection to my roots in connection to Africa. And then on top of that, one thing I don't understand about this whole Ancestry.com and all this stuff is, how do you know that this was the case when people were being passed around and mixed and matched before technology was even developed to be able to figure that out? I don't get it. But, just like Jay Everyday just said, the dominant society views you as black, and it's based on skin color first. Now, if you may have certain features that may that they may make you stick out from, one person to the next, or if like you may have a different race or whatever the case. But number one, this is my number one thing. Just based off of your skin color, would you be a slave owner or would you be a slave if slavery were to happen again?
Spaces, you definitely a slave owner. Definitely. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Or you bringing us some lemonade, nigga.
I don't.
Definitely.
So what do you think when they say there were black people that did own slaves, though?
I
cultivate your ass is too.
What cultivate say?
She gonna laugh. Y'all in the house together. You making the lemonade, Spaces bringing it out there to us. Goddamn it.
OG said you skipping over all his comments.
So do y'all remember me saying space? OG said Spaces is spacing. You remember me saying that, right?
I remember that.
OG, the church hooked it up after 2 years, right? You remember me saying that?
I don't remember you saying that. I'm with OG on this.
OG
you
said,
skipped all this thing because he dog too. You don't like dark people.
Spanish is becoming the required language. Just check out where you work.
You know, that was interesting too, because on the intercom, like literally yesterday, and they started speaking in Spanish first, and then went to English. And I'm like, damn. I just thought that was English.
Oh, for real? Word?
Yeah, I was just what the fuck.
Yeah, and I noticed that. I remember a long time ago that I was working at a retail store at the time. Yeah. And this is okay.
What is Melissa Ford supposed to be?
She's Canadian.
Donate plasma today.
My mom's white. Remember, she was talking about what the fuck did she call the drawer where you keep the knives and shit? It was funny.
I'm not sure.
Cutlery? Did she say cutlery drawer or some shit?
Oh, cutlery? Oh.
Yeah.
But no, I was having a conversation with someone a long time ago, and we were having a conversation about stuff like going to the ATM and having to choose the fact that you want the display to show English so you can be able to read the screen. And he was getting mad at me because I had a problem with that.
Who got mad at you?
It was a long time ago. Somebody I used to work with a long time ago.
What color? I mean, what were they?
Caucasian. So, and now here we are. So that's what I'm saying. Like, where do you draw the line?
Hey, man, to each his own. I want to know what the fuck is up with this.
I don't know what's up with this sound, man. But let's see. Do y'all?
Did you click the little sound button?
Yeah, I clicked this right here before.
So Spank and I were talking earlier, and just about, because you keep saying we, and it's like your kind of connection with the black community, but you're Cuban. Like
I'm black first.
Yeah,
I'm black first.
So
what I always
ask,
tell
like,
people,
how you identify yourself.
Are you full Cuban? I'm full Cuban. I thought he was black too.
I know,
but I am black.
No, everyone thinks that you are like black lineage.
Right, let me explain how it works. This is another thing that I feel like we as black people get caught up in. That separates us as opposed to uniting us. We get caught up in where the ship dropped us off versus where the ship picked us up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We all come from the same root. It's just a tree with different branches. The same boat that picked up your ancestors picked up my ancestors. Only they dropped yours off here. They made a pit stop in the Caribbean and dropped mine off. Mm-hmm. But my ancestors still dealt with slavery. Mm-hmm. Still dealt with being, having their family and their lives ripped from them and having to come back from colonialism and slavery. Mm. So it's not just African Americans, it's Afro-Cubans, it's Afro-Dominicans, it's Afro-Puerto Ricans. Like, all these people got to get out of their colonialized minds and stop thinking, oh, I'm not this, I'm this. Okay, yeah, you can be Latin, but you're black first.
And the separatism that takes us apart when we all have the same struggle. We all experience 100%. The same struggle.
Because when I walk into a room, they ain't thinking, oh, we're going to give him a pass because he's Latin. Yeah. Or if a cop pulls me over, he's not like, oh, okay, I'm not going to shoot him or I'm not going to beat his ass because he's Cuban. Mm-hmm. No, I'm black. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dealing with the same struggle. So we all gotta unite and fight for the struggle together because we're all dealing with the exact same struggle.
Chevrolet is taking.
Yeah, man. I didn't even really need to. Hold on a second. I didn't even have the screen up. Wow.
Oh, so they was looking at us?
Yeah, they was looking at us the whole time.
Terrible. All right. You're doing a lot over there, Spaces.
He's doing a lot over there.
He is, man. He controls. He's controlling the computer. He controls our Instagram page. Be looking at. Yeah,
we're gonna have to.
Oh man,
do our algorithm.
I'll throw the on when I clip it up. I'll throw the video on there.
Yeah.
But
so, make sure you read OG's comment now.
Let me catch up in the comments because. Okay, let's see. Space stuck up on them. Spokesperson for the church is Hispanic. OG. Be Humble said, facts, Jay, my church has done it when you're talking about they sponsor someone's home, which I've seen it. I don't have any issue with it necessarily, but my overall underlying issue with this whole immigration thing is the lack of focusing on American people first, the people that are already here first.
I agree with you.
Be Humble said, maybe a lot of younger people are just learning, but we also knew over 20 years ago they would be the number one populated race in this country. I remember hearing years ago, absolutely be humble, that it's a mass influx. Be humble said the pastor did it because he was having an affair. OG said, I totally agree with old boy. Cultivate laughed. OG said he skipped all my comments. OG said facts.
All right.
And Cultivate said 100. So, yeah, that was one thing. All right, let's get to the next thing. Hit the like button. Thank you guys for tuning in with us and kicking it with us. Something J Every Day sent to us. Let's go. Let me go back. There's no sound on this one, but I'll make sure I have it on the screen, okay? So, Hollywood Unlocked. Dear Hughley to Janet Jackson. Ironic to question whether someone is black while you're breathing through the nose of a white woman. Whew. Okay. DL Hughley from his Instagram to tag Janet Jackson. Interview sounded like a Trump rally. FYI, it's a little ironic to question whether someone is black while you're breathing through the nose of a white woman. Team D. Is there more?
Yes.
Oh, DL Hughley going on a rant. Okay, all I know is Kamala looks like she did when she was in Oakland, but Janet don't look like she did when she was Penny. What the heck was in that iron? Jeez, excuse me, sorry. Dia Hughley, Kamala Harris looks the way she did because she has a mom from India and a dad from Jamaica. Janet Jackson looks the way she did because she has a plastic surgeon. Sheesh, yeah.
Crazy work.
Let's see. Janet Jackson issues an apology for questioning Kamala Harris's race, says the confusion was based on misinformation. I heard that she actually fired the person that posted that. Janet Jackson says election will end on mayhem regardless of who wins. Singer also addresses questions about Harris's racial identity. Okay. Yeah. Be Humble said he roasted her.
Yeah, he did. He did. I mean, it's a comedian, but he's been very,
inflammatory.
I just, when the actors and actresses and comedians and whatever, when they start picking sides, because he's been like that for the past few years, where you can already tell like he toes the line of the Democrat Party, and I feel like with her saying that, I still think what she was saying was valid, regardless of. It doesn't take away. Yeah, she had plastic surgery and whatever to look like whatever, but to me it's still what she said is still true. So,
Ma, you got anything you want to add to it?
It all depends on who you ask. Was he telling the truth or was he telling a lie? D.L. Hughley just recently came out at the DNC and apologized for all the stuff he said about Kamala back in the day. So, am I looking to D.L. Hughley for my information? Nah.
You said he went to the DNC and
he went to the DNC and apologized because he was saying some stuff and he said it was misinformation, so he apologized to her in front of the crowd and everything at the DNC. Kamala.
Okay.
Kamala. He apologized to Kamala at the DNC.
OG said he DL calling it out. Dang.
But it all depends on who you ask. Is she black? Is she not? I don't give a damn. What's them policies gonna be like? Fuck all that. We study getting on these races and getting distracted from this and from that. Like, we really sitting over here fighting about two people who finna get in the motherfucking office, either or, and this is dead ass facts. If any one of them get in the office, the first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna blame the motherfucking Congress that they didn't get shit passed what they say they can get passed. It happens every time. So we sitting over here fighting and talking about she black, she white, is Trump this, is Trump that, is this, that, and this, that, third. When either one of them, it don't matter which one of them get in there, they going to have an excuse to why they didn't get shit fucking done because the Congress can pass shit. That's going to be the main excuse. So we can keep fighting and talking about is she black, is she not, is Trump racist, is he not, and all that other shit. It all comes down to Congress, man. Is they going to pass some shit, is they not? So that's all I got to say about it.
I thought his comment was hilarious as you heard me laugh just now. Oh, it's breathing through the nose of a white woman is what was in that iron? Sheesh, that was hilarious. That was and I forget it was either one or two. I think it was on that conversation about baby deletion when I said everybody gets these jokes. Everybody gets these jokes. Now, was the joke funny? Yes. Was it necessary? No. From what I've heard, I haven't listened to the Janet Jackson interview, but I've heard a whole lot of media around it. And what Janet Jackson was saying was that I heard that she's not black. She didn't say that she's not black. I think those are two completely different approaches to the whole idea around it, right? Now, like Jerry Day said, D.L. Hughley has been a radical for the Democratic side, which actor, basketball player, whatever the case, I think they're still people, and they're going to have their own opinions. I think they leave themselves up to scrutiny when they, like we were saying earlier in the podcast, when they bring their individual political beliefs to the internet. So I think definitely unnecessary for him to go at her in the way that he did. But DL is just being DL. I've listened to him talk a lot. I listened to at least, I want to say, 2 of his Breakfast Club when I did listen to the Breakfast Club interviews.
Oh, you don't listen to them no more?
Nah. Only if they have somebody on there that I'm interested in, that I think will have a good conversation.
Charlamagne used to be a guy.
On Brilliant Idiots, sure, but Breakfast Club, nah. But yeah, I mean, that's really my thoughts on it. Everybody gets these jokes, and nobody is, only in special circumstances, and even that's subjective, and even that is on an individual aspect. Only in special circumstances are jokes off limits, or should they be off limits? But other than that, and then like what Ma was saying, I do think, even though I think it's very disingenuous for, in my opinion, just like you said, is in my opinion, for her to run off the idea that she's black, I don't think that is important whatsoever. Like Maul said, what are the policies and how do you plan on enacting them? How do you plan on getting whatever it is that you think, that you say that you want to do? How do you actually plan on making that happen and making life better for American people? You about to say something?
Not particularly. I mean, it's because you can go that route too, and you can ask, well, what are the policies? Well, what's her policy? Then you'll get, well, what are Trump policies?
Then it ends up being a circular conversation.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, well, if she's black, this is a yes or no question to me. Like, she can just answer this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm black. No, I'm not black. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. We can move on to something else. Okay, what's her policies? You ask anybody what's her policies, people are going to be like, well, what are Trump's policies? So, you know.
OG said, come on, Jay, every day you just heard the Cuban brother said she black. Maul is right. You need Congress to create and make the laws. You need the president to sign off on them. Civics.
Yeah, I'm not sure what part of the India part is black, though. Like, you know, just because the person's from Jamaica, there's plenty of Chinese Jamaicans.
No, but the thing about it is, and I was talking to my we was in Jamaica. When we was in Jamaica, me and my wife, we was talking, and I was asking her, I was like, is Jamaicans black? And she was like, yeah, they black. I was like, So I asked her, I say, so when you ask a Jamaican, what are they? What do they say? She was like, oh, they say they Jamaican and black.
They do.
Or they Jamaican and white. Just like I say, I'm black and I'm Haitian. Just like if you ask a full-blown Haitian, they're going to be like, oh, I'm Haitian. Or you ask a Haitian, I'm Haitian and I'm black. Or you ask anybody that's mixed race, they're going to say they race plus black or whatever like that is. So if you're black, you just going to say, I'm white and black, even if you are Jamaican. So it's just a question or something I think about, and it's an honest question. Like anybody you ask outside of the black race, that's Indian, that's Trinidadian, that's Cuban, that's Jamaican, that's Haitian, that's anywhere from that Caribbean. They're going to say what Caribbean they is plus whatever else they are. They're not just going to say black. And it's a true statement. It ain't no sense of us getting arguing or going back and forth. I'm just stating facts. That's what happens. Am I saying she's not black? No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that's what they say. So take with that information as you may. I ain't finna sit up and argue and go back and forth with you because it is right. If you're black, you're black. You shouldn't be saying nothing else. It's like, yeah, I'm black.
I was thinking about with this conversation, Candace Owens did a whole breakdown, like 2 or 3 episodes on her podcast, breaking down Kamala Harris's lineage. And according to what Candace Owens found, Kamala Harris, it's no question that her mother is full Indian, but you have to see her break it down because basically her not only was her father like Irish and Jamaican, but her family was a family, according to what Candace Owens said, was a family of slavers. So I mean, like, okay, so it's then on top of that, man, it's the whole race thing to me is irrelevant, but I think it's also disingenuous for anybody to run off a race thing when they're not being 100% truthful. Anybody about what it is that they're standing for or allowing people to believe.
I think it's just real. Not to cut you off, I feel like when it comes to black people, we have this real hard time just saying that you're black, and you ask somebody from motherfucking Ireland, Italy, Russia, Nova goddamn Scotia, right? They're gonna say they white. You know what I'm saying? White. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm white. Yeah, my family from such and such. You know, they might, but they know they white.
And that's the thing about
it's not a problem where they check off on the box where they ask and they gonna check white.
Yeah, but it's to like you do it away what you may or what you wish. Just because we have an all different agreement of what's black and what's not, because you'll go ask some more people and more people are like, oh, all of them from the Caribbeans are black. It may be true. I don't know. I'm not the person that say who's black and who's not. I can't say that. I don't know. I'm telling you what I am. Huh?
Government.
Yeah. So I can't. Yo, Will, what's going on? So
Will, what's up, bro?
I'm just giving my opinion that it's like, it is what it is. I just think about stuff and I try to base my opinion and stuff off that. But I'm not saying she's not black. I'm not saying she is black. I don't know. I'm not the person that can say, oh, she's black or she's not. I don't know.
Be Humble said, like Laz Alonso, I am black, but my old man was Native, and my mother have Native on her side of the family.
But see, when Jerry Day put that in there, he ain't say nothing. He just put that in there. And then Jerry Day, what I say? I say, I can get behind that. See, I can rock with him because he said, oh, I'm black first. Fuck all that other shit I'm mixed up with and all the got shit mixed up in me. When I'm in America and all this shit and I get out my car, do whatever I do, I'm black. And you can get behind it, you can rock with that.
Cultivate said, William. So I err on the side of what you were saying earlier about the confusion of it all, right? Because people can say, I'm Jamaican, and pull up a map and point where Jamaica is. Same thing with different aspects of Africa, European, and all of these different places. The only one demographic, racial makeup that you can't pull up a map and say I'm black and can't pull up a map and point to is with black people.
But shit, that's what white people too. Like Jerry Day was saying when he said all the iron and all that stuff. They say I'm white, but my family and stuff is from over here.
Right, but they can point to wherever that is on the map, wherever they say their lineage is, where their bloodline is.
But that's why
if they're Irish, they can point to Ireland.
Yeah, but that's why I like that's why I'm gonna start saying what Jerry Day said. I'm Black American. I'm not African American. I'm Black American. I'm Black American. I'm from here, goddamn, the United States of America.
I agree.
So I agree with that. I think we all need to agree on that, because when you say you African American, people are like, oh, what part of Africa you from? I ain't never been to Africa.
That might go eventually, but I ain't never been there.
Even if I do go, it ain't gonna be them parts.
The parts that we see on the TV.
What OG say?
OG said, "Look, Candace, she thinks she's white." This is the same exact thing that, well, maybe it makes sense in my head that Jerry Day was just saying. What's Trump's policies? Well, what's Kamala's policy? Candace Owens is talking about Kamala Harris. Well, Candace Owens thinks she's white.
I ain't gonna lie to you,
man.
though. I do be saying that shit too. Look, and you gonna get on me about this, but nigga, I really can't take no advice from a motherfucker marrying a white woman about our race. I mean, a white man, because evidently you can find one of us that you really love that much that you went and married something totally opposite. You can call me ignorant all you want to, but that's just how I think. This is just my.
That works for Kamala then as well.
Yeah, the same thing. The same thing. I ain't locking from her. I ain't locking from her.
Her policies wouldn't really work for us.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Same thing. Because I look at it like this, and you can say whatever you want to say. And look, you can marry whatever the fuck you want to marry. That's you. But I'm talking about me right now. I love black. I want to marry me a black woman, have me a black baby, have some black kids, all that black. If you white and you want to come around and kick it, yeah, that's cool. That's fine. We can joke. We can do all that stuff. But I'm just talking about, even if what white people say, I want a white wife with white kids and all that, that's perfectly fine. I don't have no problem with you saying that neither. You should want that because you should self-love. You should love your community. Right or wrong. You should love your community where you came from. Mm-hmm. And if you decide to marry outside your race and do that, that's still fine with you. That's cool with you. I still don't want to hurt you or harm you. I'm just telling you what I like and what I want.
Jordan York, where have you been, sir?
Jordan, what's going on?
What's going on, man? He said, I prefer to be called black over African American. Be Humble said, Jordan, I prefer American over African descent. American of African descent. Not over. Make sure I got that right.
Don't skip over OG.
OG said, nationality versus the social construct of race. Y'all black.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I think black is, like I said before in the podcast, I think black is its own race.
I do black American. I want to specify. That's why. Black American.
I'm with you on that. And then look, too, we having a conversation, man. Don't try to take it because we having a difference of opinion and all that stuff. And Mark would like to take it and
hey, boy, take it. But it's subscribe. I told you, fuck you earlier.
But it's just the simple fact of it. We're not going to be all on the same page about everything, bro. And half of us don't know what the fuck going on and talking about. You learning as you go.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as Candace Owens, we don't need to go down the rabbit hole of this or that, but I, as a person who listens to her content regularly, she's not necessarily an advocate for, she's not saying black community. She just speaks on what happens in the black community, as she does with every single body else.
But you know what I learned about her too, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. I never really heard her say no positive shit about black people.
That's true. I've never, you know what? I never heard her really say positive things about anybody, really. As far as she just talks about stuff that's going.
We talking about black people, like we just said. Remember we just said that. We talking about black people. I've never heard her say a positive thing about black people.
I've never heard her say it, but that's never been the conversation at hand that I've ever heard. Will said, how much black do you have to be black? There's a lot of mixed babies out here.
Shit, Diddy said just some baby oil in these inches. I'm just playing.
You mixed babies?
Oh, shit.
My mother's parents was all black. My grandmother was all black, and my grandfather was all white.
Ooh.
So, but you not mixed?
I mean, if you pass, you know how they say like they pass half of it down to one person, then half down to the child.
So you like a quarter.
Like a quarter white.
So you 75% black. That make all the sense now. I ain't even gonna fuss and fight with you no more. I understand now. I totally understand now.
What does that mean?
You Caucasian? No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm just playing.
Yeah, a lot of people, like even Dr. Umar, right? The super great Pan-Africanist, whatever he said, he goes by the one drop rule, from what I've heard him say.
75%, yeah, Will. But and that's what I'm saying, and that's why we sitting over here having this conversation. Who are we to tell who's black and who's not black or whatever like that? It's like, how do we really know? And do we gotta
niggas be black when it's convenient?
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
This is the problem.
Yeah.
So now you got Kamala Harris, who's not. To me, she's black when it's convenient. Because any other time, they announce her as the first Indian or the first, whatever the fuck. But anything other than black, she was that. So quit being black when it's convenient.
The only time she mentions that she's black is on black platforms.
Yeah, be black. Be black all the way around if that's what you are.
Hey, see, now that I can rock with that too. I told you it's a learning experience. And we always talked about this in our group chats. I hate when people try to be black when it's convenient and you need the black people on your thing. But when some negative shit happens, oh, I'm not black, I'm Asian. I'm not black, I'm white. I don't know what the fuck they doing. No, we all black. We just not with them black people over there. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Because this black people do black shit all the time. But do we say what he say? I don't know about them. I'm this type of black over here where we don't do that shit.
Right.
And that's all it is. You can still be black and people do, because white people do crazy shit all the time, but you don't hear people say, no, I ain't black, I ain't white no more.
Yeah. I mean, I've said it before. Like when certain groups of quote unquote blacks from the diaspora do something particularly, good or great, they're going to say, oh, fellow Jamaican, fellow Nigerian, whatever the fuck, wherever they're from. But when it's some bad shit, they're going to say, well, this black person, and they want to just throw it to black people, right? And to me, when I hear black, that automatically defaults to black Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Everything bad defaults to black Americans. When you think about black, you're not thinking about nobody else on the fucking planet.
That's super facts.
When you say, what I'm saying, black people
facts.
are the culture, we the wave, you think about black Americans. I don't care how you slice it.
1,000%. Yeah, I'm gonna check one more thing. Give me a quick second. One more thing. Go, y'all can keep talking. I'm gonna just turn.
I'm with you on that. Like I say, this is a learning experience, and I don't take nothing from nobody. That don't listen to niggas.
He got us out here reading closed captions.
Yeah.
For no reason. Let's see. Let's check this out. Can we hear now?
So it's been established that barrel.
Why white people don't listen? Why white people don't listen, Jay, every day?
Why they don't want to listen to blacks?
Yeah, man. Why they don't listen?
Hold on. I just wanted to, real quick. This is from Pink Book.
If someone is in trouble.
This is from Pink Book Lessons. I listen to her content every so often. It's just a few quick seconds.
Hey, but like I keep saying, I don't know if she is or she ain't. Really don't give no fuck if she is or she ain't. I want to see what them policies and everything gonna do. We need to start looking at that. We need to start fucking all that other shit. What these policies looking like? What are you gonna do for the American people?
All right. Let's check this out. Now we don't need the closed caption.
Corporate history as she won the U.S. Senate seat from the state, becoming the first Indian American to achieve this feat.
California's Kamala Harris is the first Indian American U.S. Senator,
becoming the first Indian American woman to be nominated as a vice presidential candidate in America.
I stand before you as the first candidate for Vice President of the United States of South Asian descent. I'm working.
Why she ain't saying Jamaican?
Or black.
No, I'm just saying, like, okay, you're not even saying black. Why you ain't even saying Jamaican? Like, this should be, it's confusing. I think it's meant to be confusing. You know, to a degree, I am with Maul when he says, you know what, let me hit them policies as well. Because she's confused.
Yeah, fuck all this shit.
Let's see. OG said, like Malcolm said, she been taught to hate her dark skin, curly hair, and broad nose. Be Humble said, do you realize those relationships were not consensual back in the day? Those are the ones that are, those are the ones that are broadcasted. There were a lot of consensual interracial relationships back in the day.
Whose relationship wasn't consensual?
That's what I'm saying with him, because he's saying if I'm gathering right what he's saying
you gathering white?
Right.
Oh, I thought you said white. I was gonna say, but you didn't really lean into your white heritage now, right?
All out cool.
You didn't went all oh what?
If I'm understanding this white, he said that people are all of these mixed breed people came from non-consensual relationships. Stop it, bro. Will said, I'm 15% British Irish. Can I claim that?
British Irish.
He said they don't went commercial on us.
So where's the one drop rule with white people claiming black people?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, you're 25% black, right?
Okay.
25% I mean, 75% black, 25% white, whatever. Why don't you get to claim that white part, but black people want to claim a motherfucker who 1% black? That makes no sense to me.
I agree.
Niggas is so quick to say, yeah, I got a great grandfather that, you know, not talking about you, but I've heard so often, nigga, I got a great grandfather that was white, and you know what I'm saying? Don't talk, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like that. So?
So he didn't know what to say.
Like, I don't know, because I hear like black people just say shit like that, man. I got a grandmother that was white, and nigga, you look nigga to me.
And that's what I go off of. How do you look?
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, so
like,
what I look? I don't look Haitian?
You look extra nigga. Nigga. Double dip, nigga. You like limo tent. Like this nigga here. Fuck is he talking about? He talking about, you know, you get regular tent, let me get the 5%. And then you know what? Put another 5% on that bitch. That's limo tent. That's what he is.
Minus 5%.
Right. I wish this nigga would. And you get Jamaicans, that nigga color, talking about they ain't black. I'm Jamaican. Get the fuck out.
No, Jamaican's dog though.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I was just thought Jamaican's dog.
And that's what I'm saying.
Some of them had me. They had me, bro.
And motherfuckers be talking about they ain't.
They had me. I'm not gonna lie.
I know a person, Joe, in their profile, I swear, he called himself a half breed, half Jamaican and black. I promise you.
But no,
These
the
niggas,
funniest shit though. The nigga said double dip, and the nigga said you extra, you double nigga.
Yeah, this nigga limo tent.
Hey, the name of this podcast is Double Nigga. No, the name of this is Double N-word, bro. Oh my God.
Oh, jeez. Oh man. Let's go back. Be Humble said, unless you want to claim the R gene, the bloodline wasn't consensual.
Man,
Stop it. Stop it. Jordan York said, I wasn't about to say that. I wasn't just about to say that. What is she going to do for me? I was just going to say that. What is she going to do for me? Will said, she just claiming anything just to be the first. Part of the reason why I don't rock with her. Will said, exactly. Nasty Beauty said, a friend in me is a friend indeed. Kamala Harris's go-to quote. So I guess her being your friend is a benefit for presidency. Facts, Nasty Beauty. Will said, double dipped.
Hell yeah, Spaces is macadamia nuts.
Macadamia. Oh, so I'm double dip, you macadamia.
Yeah, I'm just milk chocolate.
Hell no, you that. No, the fuck you not. No, hell no. No, nigga, you know you almond. Nigga, hell no. You gonna talk about you milk chocolate, bro.
Whatever, this nigga's macadamia nuts and you limo tent.
You know what I'm saying? say he milk. So no, hell fuck no. He gonna just go and be like, go lick it. Milk chocolate, baby.
Because milk chocolate is always bad. Milk chocolate is mixed with some milk. That's my point. You see what I'm saying? Mixed with a little white.
It's milk and magnesia. Look, now get the fuck out, bro.
This is milk and magnesia. You got me fucked up. This is milk and magnesia, macadamia nuts, limo tint, dye.
Oh shit, man! Oh my god, this turned into a roasting session. No, man, no way.
Hey, Quan, call in. He a macadamia nut too.
No, Quan on Spaces level.
Macadamia nut.
Yeah.
Milk chocolate. No, not milk chocolate. White chocolate.
Oh shit, man! Dog, no way.
Yeah, man. I'm sexual chocolate. Come on, let's go.
Hey, nigga, hit the. Oh my god!
Nasty Beauty said limo tint dark is crazy work.
Oh shit, man.
Oh, Cultivate said black and the berry, the sweeter the juice.
That's a
fact.
fact.
On my part. Cultivate said the disrespect.
Yeah.
Joy laughing. Oh man.
The macadamia nut ass niggas.
Hey man, y'all cool with ending it on that? I'm cool with ending it on that. I'm cool with ending it on that.
Oh my god.
Oh man. If y'all got anything y'all want to throw for the mesh?
I got something, man. Hey man, either you a motherfucker. Hey, either you're a person that complains about everything, never gets anything done, you always got something to say about something, or you a person that you make stuff happen. Which one are you? You can look in the mirror and tell which one are you. You ain't got to ask nobody. Just look in the mirror and see that. Am I still in the same place when I say, oh, I wanted to do this, or I wanted to save that, or I want to do this and I want to do that? Is it still where you ain't start? You ain't even got $1. You ain't got $2. You ain't saved nothing? Or did you at least start? You got a couple dollars, $5, $10. You saved something. You can tell which one are you. Which one are you? That's it for me.
Big shouts out to Will Hill and Third Post Media. Great
Salute.
guy over there. Great guy.
Salute.
This has been another edition of the KNoWKi podcast. Wear your crown, build your legacy, kings. I am your macadamia nut Spaces.
I'm Jay every day.
I am your boy Maul. And like Jay every day said, double dip, limo tint, meeting the church.